Hey guys, welcome back to Cruiserman's Inventions. Some of you were questioning about this generator here. It is stock wire on there. However, my other one that I rewired is in the same configuration, split into three different parts. Now, the rule of thumb is every time you rewire these as a generator, um, whether it be in half or three parts. See, stock standard is they are 10 amps at 240 volt motor, stock standard. And so if you wire it into two motors, like half a motor and then the other half a motor, and link the two in, you end up with 20 amps, but at a lower voltage. It almost halves the voltage. And it's the same if you split it in three, like this one. Now it's like 30 amps at even less volts, 70, I think we had 80, 85 or 95 volts out of two phases running through the little half wave bridge rectifier, which only two come in AC and two come out DC. So anyways, guys, I got a little video today about the sprockets I've been making up for the next project. Now, as some of you would have seen, in the last video, that was the farewell to the drift trike, and so this generator and another one that I got to build, and I built that sprocket there too, are going to be on the back. So I'm going to have two of them on the back. One's going to be generator, this one, and the other one like this is going to be a motor. And I'm going to have that running off the 1000 watt controller, guys. And yeah, it's 72 volts. So there's the motor. It's down here. It's off the drift trike. I'll show you that after this video. I'm going to take you through what I've been up to. Okay, guys. So I've been hard out pretty much on these sprockets. And I actually come up with something that was pretty good. I'll try and get this as close as I can. This is one of these nuts for taking off the sprockets or push bikes. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second. I come up with an awesome idea. And so that's the spline system inside the sprocket, like a 18-speed back wheel sprocket. As you can see, I've cut away all the spokes, all the wheel away from it, and this is what's left. And I'm trying to get that off that sprocket. So, so I put that that nut thing that you saw in the first photo. It's stuck in the vise. This is bolted down. I pop that. This whole sprocket just slides onto the top of that nut. I grab this with the Stilson, with that water pipe wrench, and wrench it around to the anti-clockwise, and it comes off, and it's like that. And then I had the lovely job of actually trying to get this cup, the bearing cup, out of this part where that thread is. And because I needed it all to be 3/4 inch in the center, so that's it there. That's that cup there. I was trying to work out how do I just drill that out, and anyway, so I had all these pieces, grindstones, a reamer, and I tried my best to ream it out as solid hard steel, and my bits were just getting dull and blunt. And then I thought, how did they get that in there? So I put this in the vise, not tight, just sitting in there, so that ends here of this round cup was sitting on top here, just freely. And I stuck a rod down there and gave it a little whack, right? And this is what came out. So these are all pressed fitted onto each other. This is the part with the thread that I wanted, which is going back on the sprocket system. This is the cup that I need out of that shaft that it's sitting in right there. So yet again, there it is. And I thought, wow, okay, that's getting closer to me just popping that out, right? There it is. It just popped out. There's another close-up of it. And so there's that other shaft I want to put back on this piece that's sitting in the vise. And so I press fitted that back on so I could slide this back on my shaft and, bolt it down either way. But I ended up coming up with another idea, guys. Oh yeah, and that would wind back into there. So, and there. Oh, my little Tiggies, my girl's boy. So I figured out a different way. Here is a collar for 3/4 inch center. That's that piece I wanted. So this is a jig system that will hold those two pieces together once I have them all lined up and perfect. And so there it is there. Thumbs up to that. Ready to be welded. There it is there, all lined up, ready to go. That's it welded. So this means that now I could build any back sprocket I want, fit it onto this for my gearing system. There it is there, another shot of it. There's the thread. See, and that's one set of sprockets I could wind on this. This will go on my back axle. This is a freewheel system I'm going to have on there. This is a way to make the freewheel system. So that's my biggest sprocket that I welded onto one of those clusters. And that's how big it is against the wheel that I'm going to be using. So I thought maybe that's a bit big. So I made another one. Well, let's have a look at that against the wheel. It's a lot better. And I believe with that washing machine motor, with a lower RPM that it gives out compared to the alternator, that this would be the perfect gearing. And if it's not, I'll make another one that is. So this is BMX pitch chain that I'm using on here. And it is different than mountain bike chain. You can't use a derailleur or BMX chain or nothing. So anyway, there's that piece going back on there and getting it ready to go on the axle. Now this is another sprocket I made to go on the axle, but on the generator side. So instead of the big one being on the axle, it's going to have a small one on the generator side on the axle and a bigger one on the actual generator, reducing the gearing down a little bit. This is the one that's going on the drive washing machine, the driving one. And that's the one that's going on the generator side. That's it all lined up. See, so that bigger one there will be on the generator, because we want to slow that down, otherwise it's just going to spin crazy fast for how fast the trike's going to go. That's farewell to Venom, my little 4-horse Hemi small block. Oh, that thing was perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyways, that's it for a shot straight down on it. And now I take the motor off. Now it's getting sad. Oh man, that pulley alone in there was like $100. Oh, okay, this is the time now, guys, where I go out and I show you the rest of it. Right? I think I've covered a lot of stuff there that you could. Hey guys, hey, all right. Oh, so this is the drift trike now, and it is stripped back, and I still have to strip it back even more. I've got to take out all of this, chop it down from there, good boy, and take off the handbrake. I'll be using that system for something else. And some of the questions was, oh, what are you going to do with the motor that came off the back of here? I could actually just put it back on my old vintage reel mower and take that World War II motor back off there that I built for it. Yeah, I'm going to redo all the handlebars on this, guys, and have one washing machine over here, the drive one, and the generator one over this side. And none of that will be here. And I got to try and work out my mount positions. Good boy. So let's go and have a look at the back end. I've only just completed it today. We've had a lot of bad weather. I had to change over these tires and so forth. But let's just have a look down here. So this is a freewheel system. So which will get you further in distance because you're just coasting. But you're gonna have some back lag off the other side of the, where the generator. You see where that small sprocket is now? Because this side's going to be the generator side, this side's going to be the drive side. That's supposed to be over here. But yeah, the two washing machine motors, drive one, and then the generator one will be on this side. So that's why I put the biggest sprocket. This is a small one on the generator side on the axle. Then it's going to have a big one on the generator, so you can see what I'm talking about. That's otherwise, if I had it the same way, like big one here and small one, and the same on the other side, it's going to be the generator's just going to be spinning just too hard out for how fast this is going to go. I'm estimating about 45 k's, somewhere around there, 45 to 50. But it's a concept, right? I just wanted to show you guys a concept. There was a lot of sacrifices in this to make this, of course, and it still actually did cost me, in a sense, still a lot to do it, but it's great because it isn't on YouTube yet. That's the beauty about it. And as I'm taking you through this journey of mine, doing this sort of stuff, I'm coming up with new ideas and stuff that I can intermix different parts together, mold them together. You know, like that sprocket. If this one didn't work out, I could take it off that thread and make a whole nother one of these, either if it was bigger or smaller. You know, it's awesome. So yeah, it's all centered up real good. So just been working on the wheels. It's one wheel peel, pretty much left-hand drive. This side only. This will be the back. The front will be up here. And yeah, I thought this was a 3/4 inch axle. I was mistaken. It's only 1/2 inch. And yeah, it's thinner than I thought. So it's working out real good, guys, and it's all nice and lightweight. That burnout yesterday, if you watched that video, whoo, man, this tyre got bald. This is a lot of meat on this one still. You can see how deep the ridges are. And you look over here, there's no ridge left on that side. This thing just smoked up a storm. I knew I was just about ready to pop it too. I could feel it. It's like, oh, better ease off. But anyways, guys, so I'll be hard out working on that. If you have any questions about the generator or motors, I've done so many of them, it's hard to sort of keep up. You get sort of lost in it. But if you have any questions, just put them down in the comment section. And in the afternoons, I get to everybody. I try to, if I'm not too busy on this. Yeah, guys, awesome stuff. Love your feedback. Cool, guys. Merry Christmas. Cruise Man out, guys. See you in the next vid coming up. Cool.